I think we're actually burying the lead. Hey, OC, how did you know that Parsons was going to be able to rush the passer as well as he did? You're the only person I've ever seen to ever say that Micah Parsons could be a put his hand down guy. So I need that question answered.
The OC.
And boss show me. Oh, man. We got us a story this season. And it's just keeping it real. It was a waste. And we gonna talk about it. I got you.
Like, we never got a guard. That's the only thing that would have made him do that. That's it.
He know.
He know. Cause he been watching Twitter, man.
Yeah, and Cowboy Nation, we got some work to do. That's all it is. Listen, if you DC4L for life, you ain't gonna win championships every year. But you better learn from the lessons. You better do something about the lessons. We gonna talk about all of that. For real. Show me.
My reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what
Let's
I
go.
Boss, show me.
Yeah, it's about the story. We gonna talk about the story. It's a very interesting story. How all of this came together and what we do going forward. Cowboy Nation, buckle up. Buckle up.
Shot it. Fight for, see, that's how to go out. Don't go out, just sit back. Yeah. I'm gonna take Matthew Golden. No, fight for, you want it physical. You said you want it physical.
Fight forward. Man, that's my favorite part. Hey, cause you gotta fight for it, bro. It's what it is. There's only one way. You gotta fight. You gotta be willing to fight. I'm willing to fight. No days off.
Oh my God.
Somebody else said
Boss Cowboy Sports. Where your voice matters.
Yep. This stream is brought to you by Sleeper app. Go for a hairbear on your sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. Yeah. Weird times. Now the button wanna act all funny. Get off, man. Damn. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay. It was a little glitch in my system. All right. Yeah, and so we not fighting for this season. I guess you can, cause it's a 1% chance. We ain't finna kind of work in the realm of delusion. That ain't my realm right now. Sure, never give up, win out. Yeah, I still want them to win out. I still want them to try to put together an effort for win first. But also, these are times. My boy Tyrone Church say Shotty got a man crush on Brian Flores. We gonna talk about that, Ty Church. We gonna talk about that. Hey, listen, and he should, bro. So you laid it up for me. So this, you perfectly, Ty Church, laid it up for what I want to talk about first. Is what happened, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is what happened. It goes back to Mike McCarthy, right? So when Mike McCarthy walked away, remember, it was Mike McCarthy who walked away. He walked away from the dysfunction. That's what happened. Because Jerry and them was honestly being weird. They was. Hold on real quick. I heard an echo. Jerry then was honestly being weird. Like, to actually suggest that Jason Witten is gonna be a coach under you, right? And he like, nah. And that's when Mike McCarthy was like, nah, I see the writing on the wall. Y'all literally put me on a prove it deal. Now y'all want me to have the predecessor to take my job under me. Nah, I'm out. And he walked. So that created a scramble. And this is what happened. I mean, just to recap in a nutshell, he had to scramble for coaches because he wasn't looking for that. On the decision of Brian Schottenheimer, for the most part, he got it right. Brian is not perfect, but Brian was the right choice. And Brian is way better than what a lot of people thought. He is somebody that is a head coach. I think he has amazing skill sets. And I think he paid his dues in terms of learning from his dad, learning from Pete Carroll, learning from all the people that he was under. And then Jerry, frankly, also just fumbled with the forcing and hiring of Matt Eberflus, because Matt Eberflus actually ended up being the breakdown of the whole season, if you ask me. Some people go look at it different. I'm saying strongly it was him. That's why if you was team fire Flus early, you was right. You was right. I was team fire Flus. And that's hard for me to be on that, because usually when you get rid of a coach mid-season, it's usually saying that the season is over, almost. And it's hard to change coaches during the season. So for me to be out before the trade deadline, it was already becoming obvious to me. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what happened. And that's what we dealing with. We dealing with the fact that, Jerry was scrambling. That's really what it was. He was just scrambling to try to fix what was broken. And he just got it right with Brian. He got it wrong with Matt. That's what happened. So, and we paying for it. And we paying for it greatly. We are paying for it. So, like, for instance, if you go look at Matt Eberflus and what he was saying last week, where he said, and they asked him about the blitz rate. And he said, yeah, we call games on how we see the game, but I own that. See, something is wrong with a man who says they own it and then do the exact same thing again. That man is not genuine. That man is not truly humbled and broken. Nah, he just basically saying, get out my face. Yeah. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. And he did the exact same thing again, bro. So Cowboys DC Matt Eberflus, when asked about blitzing early last week at Detroit, and not as much later in the game. You called the game the way you see fit to win the game. Obviously, I could have done a better job. Certainly, I own that. See, those sound like words of repentance. Those sound like words of contrition, brokenness, understanding, self-reflection, and it was all wee-woo.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee-woo.
He didn't mean a word of that shit. He didn't.
You are fake news.
Fake news.
Wrong.
Just lying right in our face. So I own that. I understand that. If you understood it, why did you do it again with the Vikings? So it's showing you really didn't understand, that you basically were saying shut up. And that's the problem when you hire people without the direct consult of the actual head coach. That's the problem when you have co-coaches and co-head coaches. And that's what you're looking at with Jerry, is you looking at a co-head coach. And we basically got burned during the season because of Matt. Just keeping it real. It was Matt Eberflus. Listen, y'all. 7 games. The Cowboys was basically 1-6 because they had to score 30 points to have a chance to win the game. This is the good news, though, because it's good news. The good news is now we have a chance to correct this. We have a chance to correct this because it was a fumble from Mike McCarthy. Jerry did a good job of picking up the fumble with Brian, but he just didn't do a good job of repairing that fumble with Matt. So going forward, we get a chance to correct that. That's the good news. The other good news is this. The other good news is I keep hearing feedback. Okay, I just took it out, but I turned me down. Hold on, let me fix my sound. That's bothering me. 1 2 1 2. All right, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna have to speak into the mic. The other good news is that the pressure is becoming overwhelming to get rid of Matt Eberflus. I've been doing this long enough to know that when you start seeing all of us join forces, it's gonna work. It's a reason why the mantra of this channel has always been your voice matters. It's always been that when we speak together with a loud voice, and I'm with you, Tyreek. Now, Diggs, it's not wrong. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, somebody say they don't hear no feedback. I was hearing it. Appreciate that, JV. So I've been doing this long enough to know when you have all the different factions and camps and different people that think different, all saying the same thing, yeah, that's putting too much pressure on Jerry. So that's good news, y'all. Okay, and see, some people, they was falling for it. They was like, boss, he said that, he wants continuity. So, Eberflus is coming back. Come on, boss. He's coming back. And nah. To me, you got to look at it like a business. When you see it like a business, you'll understand why Matt Eberflus is likely not coming back. I would bet $1 million he not coming back. The main reason I would say he not coming back, because also you starting to see them hint that they was upset at Matt Eberflus. Like Jerry, in his press conference that he just did, they asked him about the defense, and he was like, I wanted to see us. What's up, Hen? My boy Hen in the house. He said straight up, I wanted to see us do more to make it uncomfortable for McCarthy, the quarterback. Who was that pointing at? That goes back to, like he said, hey, I own that. Well, if you own that, why didn't you do that? Yeah, why didn't you do that? And see, now you starting to hear Jerry say stuff about Matt Eberflus. Now Jerry went from, this is what Jerry changed from. Remember, he said one of the biggest mistakes I think I made was not having continuity as a defensive coordinator. Now they asked him about Matt Eberflus, and he say that's what the last 3 weeks is determined for. Hold on. So in other words, that continuity ain't what's gonna help him keep his job. He's saying the last 3 weeks, nah, it ain't finna be that. Nah, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Brian Schottenheimer is gonna cover his own ass. And he should. And he should. It's like, shit, I did my job to a degree in terms of my side of the ball. Because he was the head coach, but he also was the play caller. So he was dual roles. From a head coach, you can say he failed. From a play call on offense, you can say he succeeded. So in terms of, if you looking at who carried their weight in terms of the team, I would say Brian did. And as a play caller, hell yeah. And then another thing that you clearly saw in the Minnesota game, you saw open frustration from Brian Schottenheimer on the defensive side of the ball. And Brian usually does a good job of trying to show that he's trying to keep everybody together. He tries to keep the mess out. So the thing is, it's about being aggressive right now about who the next D coordinator is going to be. And so my boy Henny, he doing a good job right now. He stayed doing excellent work. I mean, that boy Henny, man, I keep telling people Henny one of the best in the space. And I'm talking about period. Like, but that's to me. I have a preference. I like his style of content. He's big on facts and documentation. That's why I love his content. Now, because that's how I am. Some people big on emotions and they want entertainment from their content creators, and so they want to see just, you know, whatever. Some people want to feel good. No. Yeah. My boy Henry say Brian got caught saying, "What the F are you doing?" And see, that might not have been directly at Eberflus. That could have been at the guy. Because let me tell you what was messing up. And it was obviously messing up. What was messing up was the personnel battle. That's what was messing up in the game. They was having confusion getting people on and off the field. And that's actually basic. Because, see, a lot of people look at how much nickel you run versus how much base you run and stuff like that. Nickel is basically where you take off a linebacker and you insert a cornerback or a safety. If it's a safety, they usually call that big nickel, okay? So a lot of times you come up with the packages to counter that offense because it's supposed to be one coach that's responsible for watching who's going into the huddle of the offense. So if it's 11 personnel going into that offense, so 3 receivers, if they run from the sideline into the huddle, it's always a coach on the defensive side that's supposed to match the personnel that just ran into the huddle. That's what happens. So me, when I was playing, I was a part of the starting nickel package, right? So I always had to stay with a particular coach the whole game. But and that coach, one job was to watch. Yo, okay, my bad. My mic went out. That coach whole job was to identify what packages was coming in, and then they would counter with the appropriate defensive package. So if they saw that 11 personnel, 3 receivers running into the huddle, that means we needed to counter them with a package so that we wouldn't have mismatches on the field. So if they out there with 11 personnel, you wanted to match that with 3 corners. So then they would say, nickel, nickel, nickel. And I'm sitting right there with the coach. So I run in there, the linebacker run out. And that's what you were seeing. And that's what he was saying, bro, what the F are y'all doing? And on top of that, they was confused out there, which all points to Eberflus and the preparation. So you starting to see the dissension forming, and you starting to see people the finger pointing starting to happen. Now people starting to scramble for blame, and it's going to be Matt Eberflus. So shout out to my boy Henny, because he's doing the work of the Lord. He's doing the work of the Lord. This is what I mean by that. So Henny just pushed a great idea. I want to get behind it. Let me go to my boy real quick. Yeah, I got it right here. Boom! Everybody, do me a favor. Go to your Twitters and do me a favor. I need y'all to hate on Eberflus, please. I need us to join hands together and hashtag FlushFlus. Hit the flush button. Get him out. And the best way to do that is to do it under a hashtag. It's a waste to even talk about Matt Eberflus without putting it under a campaign or a hashtag. It's a waste, because this is how we join our voices together to show the public outrage against Eberflus. But see, I'm also like my boy Henny. I hate complaining without solutions. Clap it up for the whole G, Henny. Clap it up. See, I love solutions. See, a lot of people, they lie on our name. They say we do contrary content. That's a lie. We don't do no contrary. We don't never do no damn content to be contrary. That's stupid. Like, why would anybody just do content to be contrary? That's fucking stupid. If you serious about winning, that is never your aim. Now, what end up happening is sometimes you sound contrary to the crowd because the crowd is wrong. And when you've done your research and you've actually studied it, real men and real women are not afraid to go against the mob or the crowd, because the crowd sometimes is just wrong. Remember, it was the crowd who crucified Christ, an innocent man and a savior. And it was the crowd, crucify him, crucify him. Nah. Sometimes it's good to be contrary. When the mob is wrong and they all just basically falling for what's called groupthink. So some things kind of get popular, and what happens is a lot of people start running with it. That's actually what's happening with Murray right now. That's exactly what's happening with Murray right now. Are we saying Murray has been amazing this year? Hell no. He's probably been average at best. But is he as bad as what they saying? Fucking liars. No. Especially the last 4 games. Has it been some bad games? Yeah, of course. Has it been some times and instances? But nah, let me go back to what I was saying with Mahaney on these solutions. I'm going to come back to what I was saying, though. So, you know, I really mean this, man. Henny is one of my favorites. If I wasn't in this space, I would be supporting the shit out of Henny. I would be throwing all kind of super chats at him. I would be pushing the hell out of Henny. I would. I just know I would, you know, period. Because of just the type of content he does. And this is what the boy said. My boy Henny the Moore said, Brian Flores' contract expires after this season. Shotty was very vocal about how much he respects him as a defensive technician. I would love to be the move to get the defensive backs on track. And see, me and him, we go, obviously, I'm going to do a lot of work in the offseason with my brother. Because, see, I like the fact that he focuses on solutions, bro. And so Brian Flores makes sense. And on top of that, he makes sense as a solution because he's truly multiple. Now, the person who's not multiple is Eberflus. That mofo is not multiple. So when Brian expressed that what he wants to see on both sides of the ball is multiple, and meaning he want to be able to attack different ways. You are not getting no multiple from Matt Eberflus. You getting him and what he likes to do. Everybody knew he didn't like the blitz coming in, and he didn't blitz. Even when your assignment was simple, frustrate a struggling quarterback. That was the simple damn assignment, Hen. Me and Hen talked about it. We did a show last week. And Hen was like, bro, that boy Murray has been playing bad. And I say, my only problem, not Murray, McCarthy, the quarterback. I said, my only problem is Matt Eberflus has a bad tendency where bad to average quarterbacks, because of his lack of disguises and his lack of blitzes, it's an easier read, and they have all world games. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Again, another average to bad ass quarterback went off because of those static looks. Let me slow down and explain static. So static is where you run a defense you line up in, where you don't disguise it, you don't do no looks, you line up in cover 2 and you play it. You line up in cover 3 and you play it. You line up in press and you play it. That's called static. See, what you were seeing with Brian Flores is you were seeing disguises, but you was also more so seeing somebody serious about creating chaos. That's multiple. That's where Heen is right. Where in terms of like a good candidate to be aggressive, to get better, to turn your season for 2026, it would be targeting Brian Flores or his types. And so we gonna start talking about his types. We gonna talk about the different people who make sense. And I'm willing to have debates over this, obviously. And I want to do it with people who think good, not no people that like to sneak diss and shit like that. I want to have these conversations with people that's willing to fight for good common sense and good ideas. Like straight up. And I'm not out on Belichick like some of y'all. I'm not. And we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. I do understand y'all concerns. It's legit, but we gonna talk about that. But this would be a home run. Another one that we would have to probably consider would be Al Harris. I'm gonna do another show on that. That's a whole nother video or show. I'm not gonna get too caught up into that right now. So, but I want to highlight to me, because a lot of Cowboy Nation is kind of sitting here like, damn, what happened, bro? What just happened? In a nutshell, just to recap again, Jerry was trying to rebound out of Mike McCarthy. He got it right on Brian Schottenheimer, and he got it wrong on Matt Eberflus. And I think eventually we go get it right. I think Jerry go get it right. I do. I think he go get it right. I don't think Jerry is as dumb as what y'all think he is. I think, he gets categorized as a lack of football guy. I think more his problem is the sins of ego and getting in his feelings. But I think this is just my personal opinion. If you can make it make sense to Jerry, he go come around. Just that's my feel on Jerry. Like, and let's keep it real now. Come on now, hold on. I gotta change the vibe when I say this next part, because I gotta keep it real. I'm finna keep it all the way real. Okay, hold on. Let me change the vibe. On this next part, I gotta say, most of us got it wrong with Eberflus. It was only a few people that I saw complaining about Matt Eberflus when he was hired. A few. Can we keep it real? Huh? Can we keep it real? Literally like 99% of us got it wrong with him. I do know some people that got it right. One of my brothers, man, he was right. He was like, bruh, I never liked Matt Eberflus. And let me be honest on where I dropped the ball. Me, where I fumbled. This is how I fumbled with Matt Eberflus. I just kind of looked at what's called the macro, where you looking at him from the forest view or the airplane view, where you looking down at the big picture. And from the big picture, it was like he usually has a top defense, top 10, right? That's a macro view. His linebackers 10. My boy D.A. Lee said I wasn't from the high from the jump. Yeah, you was one. And it was some. I remember some of the people that was like this. I fell for it. I'm being honest. I'm being all the way honest. Looking at him from a macro level, I was like, yeah, I like it. His defense usually top 10. That's about what we gonna need. Linebacker whisper. How many people said that? We all said that. Yeah, not all, but 99% of us said that. Come on now. So let's not act like Jerry was by himself. Now, it was people like D.A. Lee that was calling this out from the beginning and just did a better job of looking at the history of what happened in Chicago. I'm being honest, I didn't do that. I didn't look at that close enough. But then after I looked at why he failed, then I start saying, oh shit. And especially when I start seeing the static and I start kind of learning more and more about his defense, and so I'm saying that as to say, yeah. And see, D.A. Lee said this right, and this is the same thing going on right now. He said his players never spoke highly of him, and I find that super odd. Well said. And D.A. Lee, that's still going on to this day. What players have ever said anything from Dallas about Matt Eberflus? What guy have you heard? I can go show you quickly all these players speaking highly of Zimmer. Guess who also spoke highly of Zimmer? Diggs, Micah. Yeah, y'all don't remember when Zimmer and what was the linebacker coach? Damn, y'all help me out. I wanted him to be our defensive coordinator. Oh, he was here last year. Y'all help me out. Y'all help me out. I'm having a brain fart. Help me out, y'all. But they was basically having in training camps, they was having defensive meetings about the total scheme. And it was Diggs and Micah going to those meetings. And they was praising the coaches. And they was saying how much football they was learning from being under Zimmer. And I forgot that linebacker coach name. It wasn't Joe Witt. That's the safety. That was damn, man. Y'all know the linebacker coach from last year that was under Zimmer, man. It wasn't George Edwards. It wasn't George Edwards. White guy. Let me find it real quick. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm not gonna stop until Gunther. Thank you. It was Gunther. Yeah, thank you, man. Somebody got it right. I knew one of you savants was gonna get it right. Yeah, it was Paul Gunther. Yeah. So Paul Gunther was the person that they was praising. And to D.A. Lee point, you don't hear nobody doing that. Nobody doing that with Eberflus. They was praising both Zimmer and Paul Gunther, bruh. Same thing happened with DQ. When DQ was here, who was getting public praise? Who was getting public praise from the players? It was Al Harris and DQ. Who on this team is praising Matt Eberflus? Can y'all show me one clip of one player one time anywhere saying anything positive about him?
Oh, hell no.
Can't find it. So, you know, I'm already telling, I'm telling my boy Hen right now, get ready. Cause I know Hen. Hen is a workaholic. I love how my boy Hen work. Hen, we got work to do, big dog. We gonna be talking about coaches. We gonna be talking about players. We gonna be talking about a lot of different things as we try to prepare for 2026. And then the real D.A. Lee said, I ain't heard nothing about the LB coaches or DB coaches. Oh man, Paul, you said it so perfect. My boy Paul said that's why it was easy for DQ to take some players with him to Washington. They loved him. DP Johnson, White Cotton, the only D coach I've heard any positive on, and his shit was forced. That boy Joe Cook said Eberflus is the new stepdad mama in love with. Ooh, take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
Oh, damn, boy, y'all.
Oh, Mr. Nasty time.
Ooh, Joe, take it easy. Damn. All right. So, listen, y'all. I do think over time this is gonna get better in terms of defense. I think our next one is gonna be solid. I think we got to do the work of putting good names out there and why. Now, it's one of the things that I'm gonna be pushing hard for is a guy that has a track record of getting the ball. So I'm gonna come back to that. That's gonna be a future video. A couple of more things I wanted to discuss, and then I'm going to get on these phones. Just as my thoughts after the game. Because y'all know I sleep on these games. Because I'm looking at the game and I'm looking at the season. I want to say this because this is super important. One thing that the game versus Minnesota surely showed me, I don't know about y'all, but the need for a running back duo was super on display. I guarantee you a lot of people probably didn't catch that. But I'm not lying to y'all when I say that. I want to say this too. For all the people that was pushing hard for RB1 duo, you showed last night that you was right, and right by a mile. Let me show y'all something about what Schottenheimer talked about. Y'all give me 1 second to pull this up. All right, here it is. I'm gonna show y'all this clip. This is the clip of Brian Schottenheimer today. And we gonna talk about this because this is gonna be a focus, and it should be a focus. I just had to make sure I had my settings right. Here we go.
You didn't anticipate having like all at once.
Let me go back. I didn't go back far enough. Y'all need to be able to hear the question. And I'm gonna turn off the music. I want to make sure y'all hear this. All right, listen.
What have been the challenges for you? 14 music. What have been the challenges that you've faced throughout the season, and what are maybe some successes you didn't anticipate having like all at once?
So he said, what were the challenges this season and what didn't you anticipate? Super question, because now that's a season question. That's about the season. Listen.
I think it's probably been staying consistent in the run game's probably been a challenge,
Ooh, we've been telling y'all that.
We've run it really well. I thought we ran it really well yesterday. That's when you blitz a lot like they do, you open yourself up to run lanes. And I thought that's why I think we had 4 explosives, 4 or 5 over 11 yards yesterday. But staying consistent with the run game, I think, is big. And I think using our personnel the right way is something that I'm proud of and pleased in. But, there's really, every year is different. I've called plays for a long time in this league. And, I think at the end of the day, the stats, I talk about them all the time. The stats are great, but I really don't care about the stats. I care about the wins, and that's what I'm probably the most disappointed in as we sit here where we are 6-7-1, and I think we're better than that as a football team. But
our inability to run the ball. Now, Boss Williams had a good year. Yeah, because it wasn't enough, y'all. We've been telling y'all that, man. We've been telling y'all that. Okay, did anybody see how Shoddy changed up his play calling when Williams went out? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the difference in how he was using Malik Davis and Hunter Luki versus how he was using Williams? See, he was tackling with Williams in that A and B gap because he trusted him. He trusted the power back. He didn't trust nobody else. And you could see it reflected in his play calling. Immediately when Williams would go out, you would start seeing us doing a lot of little shuffle passes outside. Everything was outside. That means Shoddy didn't trust the running game, and he didn't trust the running backs. Another thing that was clear when he left, you could see the pass pro got worse. And that hurts Brian, man. That makes it hard because that means he got to get the ball out faster, because you got to trust that running back can actually stay in there and protect Dak, especially going against a guy that you know finna be blitzing the hell out of Dak. One of the things for the season and one of the things for the game that we got to do better going into 2026, we have to get Shoddy a real backfield, not just one player. The room needs to be better. This ain't about Williams alone. This is about that room couldn't be trusted. And because he didn't trust that room, because a lot of people would be like, boss, we should have played Blue more. You didn't want Blue in that goddamn game. Let me turn off the music and say that. God forgive me for saying goddamn. Forgive me for using your name in vain. You didn't want Blue in that game. Boss, what do you mean? He's fast, boss. He's fast. Bro, you don't want somebody who can't pass pro, who's bad at pass pro, who not physical, going against a guy who getting ready to blitz you 25 to 40 times. Come on, man. You got to have the type of backs that fit Shoddy. We've been saying that, man. But Shoddy don't lock Blue, bro. It's more to this game than just how fast you are, bro. Fast and he can hit a home run. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. But you gonna probably get a chance at a home run like that maybe 2 times a year, bro. I need the guy day in and day out that I can trust to stay in there and hold Dak upright. And the only one you could do that with was Williams. Real talk. See, we gonna have to have some real football discussions. It's nothing I can do about the bad content that's out here by a lot of people. I can't do nothing. But I can myself do a good job of explaining why Williams alone was never enough. Another thing that we kept saying that showed yesterday is we kept saying we needed RB1 duo for what time of the year? What was we specifically saying all the way back when it was in training camp? What was we saying? We were saying because winter is coming. We were saying in December, you want to protect Williams for the long haul. Now, all of a sudden, you start seeing finally what we was warning about. We said, bro, you got to be careful because you want to preserve him for the playoffs. So it's only a few people that have been staying on that. But the people that have been staying on that, you was right. And it's more than just about having a back. It's about having the right back. And we saw in December, like we warned about, like, bro, you better get another guy in here to preserve Williams. That's why we kept pushing for RB1 duo. And, oh, boss, y'all shut up. Why do y'all keep talking about running back? The running back is the last thing we need. The running back is the... Boy, you ain't see what happened when Williams was out? Y'all ain't see how everything changed? Yeah. So it's one of those things to where we got to do a better job of really paying attention to what Brian has been saying to us. And I don't want him to go through what Dan Quinn went through. Remember what Dan went through, and it was trash how they did Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn led that defense to the #1 defense in turnover differential, which is one of the most important things in terms of wins and losses. And when Dan Quinn was asking for one final thing, he was asking for one thing. He was saying, give me Bobby Wagner. Give me Bobby Wagner to complete the circle. You see what I already did? I turned this defense from bottom to the top in 1 year in turnover differential. Can you give me one thing that'll give me my complete defense? Just give me Bobby Wagner. Did we do it? Did we do it?
Oh, hell no.
And that's what they did to Brian. And see, a lot of people, boss, you being negative, boss, you being... No, they did that shit to Brian, y'all. Brian clearly all year was fighting for a better running back room. And then in the end, and I've been telling y'all, he wants to run the ball more than what he is, but he can't because he don't trust the room. He trusts Williams, he didn't trust the room. And he used Malik Davis, but in his mind, he doesn't quite fit. And I keep telling y'all that. And I'm right on that. And I'm not doing no contrary content when I say that. It's factual. It matches what he said. So, another observation, and then I'm going to take some calls. I'm going to show y'all two more observations. This one is important. I'm going to probably do a video on this too. I don't have this problem with the people here because the people here, they already independent. The people that follow this channel, they already don't follow the crowd. But what we all got to be careful of, this don't necessarily relate to the people that follow this channel, but what we got to fight against is what I would say. Well, I'm willing to fight against it. That's why people now got a new name for me and Okoye. They call us contrary content creators, because we contrarily go against the mob. This is what I want to say, man. One of the worst things, especially if you believe that our voices matter, one of the biggest cancers going on in Cowboy Nation, this has been the Cowboy Nation, is mob mentality and groupthink. That's one of the biggest things that's hurting us. And see, mobs can be manipulated. You can manipulate a mob. Yeah. See, when Pontius Pilate wanted to get the blood of Christ off his hands, people forgot he said, watch this, when he went to the crowd. Because he went to the crowd to manipulate them. And so let me explain this. I'm gonna try to go through this fast. Then the rest I'm gonna probably just save and do some videos about it, because I found some more contradictions. I don't know if I'm gonna show y'all the contradictions right now. I'm gonna probably just wait to do a video on that tomorrow, because I found some more contradictions, y'all. And listen, I gotta call out the contradictions. How do you get better for 2026 if you let them get away with it for 2025? Let me turn off the music and ask that again. How do we get ready for 2026 if we give passes for 2025? Can I ask that one more time? How do we get ready for 2026 if we give passes for 2025? Yeah, I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say that video to tomorrow, because I was gonna show y'all some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this next part, and then I'm gonna take calls, because I want to hear from y'all, and I'm pretty sure y'all want to talk some good football. Well, I want to talk about this mob mentality, bro. So, the mob mentality is just one of our biggest problems. So, like, Marcus Mosher, he got my first ever Goofy Award. And he deserved it. He got the Goofy Award. He said the Cowboys need to fire whoever advocated for the acquisition of Kenny Murray. And then this person, his name is Ball Noah of football. He said, I can't wait to never see Kenny Murray in a Cowboys jersey again. So you had all these people showing these clips, certain that Murray was in the wrong hole. Creditable sites too. Someone may need to investigate Cowboys linebacker Kenny Murray after this play. And we made the same damn mistake last week where the corners got blown up and we spent all week talking about Logan Wilson versus Murray as if that was the biggest breakdown versus Detroit. And see, now it's clearly a mob where you got this is the cancer of Cowboy Nation right here. I'm just being honest. That once, and this is what Tuck called the mark of the beast, that once you are under the public rumors, it don't even have to be true. Once you under the thumb of the public rumors, Cowboy Nation ain't gonna let you up. It can be an outright lie, but if it's a popular lie, they is not gonna let you up. It's a whole lot of lies that's popular. So then when me and Okoye go against those with evidence, we get labeled as contrary. So people like to say, oh, y'all was defending Mozzie. What we was really saying is Mozzie wasn't playing as bad as y'all was saying. And that was true. And let me tell you, the worst thing about these type of people, none of them would ever face you and do a full film review with you. They'll sneak this like behind your back, call you contrary, that kind of shit. But none of them will sit down with you and say, okay, let's go through this Murray film. Let's do it together. You know who the people who actually went through the film? Okoye. Boss showed me. We actually went through it. And I was like, bro, like, I'm not saying Murray's great, but Murray's not the goddamn breakdown. Not the last 4 games. No. Now, I can go pull some clips and show where he played moments bad and was out of spots. I can definitely do that. But I'm not going to be a part of the lying ass angry mob. I ain't doing all of that. Yeah, and we all got to be careful not to do that. Because what happened was this. We spent all week talking about Murray like he was the breakdown and that Logan Wilson was going to be the savior. And the whole time, the cornerbacks was the problem in Detroit. And then the cornerbacks was the problem with Minnesota. Again. And that's why we should have been loud about the real breakdown. If we would have been loud about the real breakdown, then we would have had a better chance of the right guy at least maybe coming in to help. Are we saying Diggs is just the answer? No, none of us are saying that. And then my boy Sticky Cannon say, boss, what about Foots and his takes on Diggs? Yeah, I don't like Foots and his takes on Diggs at all. I think Foots is straight up having one of his worst years to me. Because I'm man enough to say, and I told Foots to himself when he was doing great 2 years ago, I hit him up, say, bro, you killing it this offseason. You doing great. Foots is wrong as hell on Diggs. And Foots is to me, for me watching Foots just trying to be right. That's all this shit is about. And this is what happened with a lot of us. We bet against somebody and we do everything to try to make ourselves look right. Cause it don't make no sense to be like, I watch Foots, bro. I used to. I watch Foots. I watch Foots push Sanborn and call him Luke Kuechly. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, bro. No. Then this year, you quiet as Sanborn was playing trash, but then you loud as hell against Diggs. You quiet. Yeah. It's like, no. And see, you know, and so I just want him to do better on that. I do. It's like, I don't, I'm not saying I'm always right, but it definitely ain't what he painted it to be. And I've been going back and forth with Foots on this personally. I have. And when I showed even Diggs in the offseason, I knew something was wrong with Foots on Diggs when I said, hey, man, nah, this dude looking good coming off his knee. Like, he said, man, it looked like, man, he could have put them clips together in the offseason. I was like, you saying he put together some highlight clips and faking? I said, okay, that's one of them I bet against you. And see, whenever people bet against you, that's why I put in the book of boss, that's why I put in there, never play for or work for anybody that bet against you, because they go do everything in their power to be right. Most people do that. Most people do that. It ain't just Foots. It's most people do that. It's most people. Like most people, when they said Zeke was washed, they won. Now, this is the worst part. I had the exact evidence showing you that Zeke ran the 0.1% difference in terms of his speed and his straight line speed. It was literally 0.1 difference. The same speed that he showed as a rookie, I showed him show the same speed when they was calling him wash. And nobody gave a damn about the evidence. Nobody. Fuck the evidence. I made the opinion that he's washed, and I'm sticking with it. That's what it was. And that's the counsel of Cowboy Nation. We do that too much on too many things. We doing it with Murray now. We did it with Micah. We did it with Diggs. Once people made up in their mind that Diggs was a cancer, no evidence was gonna pull him out of that. Once the gossip got out there, once the gossip got big that, man, Diggs missed his best friend. He missed his best friend. His heart not in it. And I was like, where's the evidence of this? Like, can somebody show me evidence of this? His heart. He don't want it. Bro, come on, bro. Like, that's gossip ass content, bro. I don't do that shit, bro. Come on. Stop the cap, bro. Yeah. His heart. Man, fuck. And then who gives a damn about if his heart not in Dallas? I don't care if his heart not in Dallas. His heart though. All I want his heart to care about is, do your heart care about playing football? I don't care where it is. Do you want to play? That's where I want to make sure your heart is right. Your heart don't have to be here. Where has it ever been a requirement that your heart has to be with the goddamn team? God forgive me for saying I need to stop saying that. Yeah, and then talking about all of a sudden people care about culture. And yeah, you right. And this is the thing. People talking about culture. Like, bruh, stop all of that. Brian, but man, say, man, he is trying to keep a culture, bruh. Y'all said y'all wanted culture, bruh. I don't want no culture. What's people lying? I don't want no culture. Okay, let me ask y'all. Y'all really want a culture? Let me ask you, this is the culture that y'all really say y'all want. Y'all want a culture to where somebody can openly be said in front of everybody that he actually had a great week, but yet he don't play. That's the culture y'all want. Oh, and then y'all want a culture where it's ambiguous and nobody even knows why. Nobody saying, I wasn't gonna show this, I'm gonna show this. See, now y'all got me where I gotta show this. Cause I was gonna say this till tomorrow. I'm gonna show this now. Like, listen, see, like this y'all, but y'all want to call this culture. Listen to this.
Back at it today, I think we had some good answers, but we didn't get to them soon enough. And that's why it's frustrating, because we had a chance. And again, we scored 26 points. If we got to score more than that, we'll do it. And we didn't do it yesterday.
I know you guys have handled some personnel changes on defense throughout the year. Is this a time of year when you look at, 3 guaranteed opportunities remaining where you maybe lean into trying some more things? I know you want to win. That was, with Clarence's question, but do you maybe lean into it if it's closer to a 60-40 type of?
Yeah, again, I mean, every week is different, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Every week we look at things differently. You just said, I'm going to say it again, we're going to compete every day. We want to win. We're ultimately judged on winning and losing, right? That's ultimately how you're judged. And that doesn't matter if you make the playoffs or not. We've been to the playoffs around here a lot and lost. And, at the end of the day, you got to win. And our objective and goal will never change as long as I'm here. We're going to compete to win world championships and want to win them and build a great culture. But at the end of the day, the focus is going to be on winning. And to do that, you have to play your best players.
To do that, you have to play your best players. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna be focused on to see. See, people like that talk. They like talk. See, Shawty said he building a coach. Okay. Didn't he just say the best guys got to play in order to have a world-class culture?
What is Kalen Carson doing that Diggs can't do that he's not healthy enough to do?
Oh, yeah. We're not comparing players. Again, Kalen's a young player. He's talented.
Oh, okay. See, in one statement, the way that you win championships is you have the best man play. Then this is what he said yesterday. Yesterday he say, "Oh, we ain't comparing players, are we? No. It was you, sir, that said that the foundation of your organization is compete every day." How does people compete every day, but yet you don't compare?
And you also want to see your best players play well because of how much they love the game, how much they love their brothers in that locker room, and how much they love playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. You want to see your best players play well because they love the game. But then when it was time, I see one of y'all said, "Yeah, shake my head, Diggs is trash." Okay, that's not even the questions though, my brother. You can say Diggs is trash. Let's use our brain for a second, my brother. Henny said it best. I want the tallest midget. Y'all better listen to Henny. Well, boy, Henny said it best. That boy said, "I like the tallest midget." Because when you trying to get into the playoffs, I need everybody that's the best out there. It's not about is Diggs trash. It's Carson trasher. Is Reddy trasher. Is Bland trasher. If any one of those questions is yes, then Diggs should have been playing. See, let me show y'all this. And I'm going to get into this. I'm going to do a whole video on this. Look at this bullshit. I want to show y'all something. See, and this is why I'm saying, how do you get better in 2026 if we don't call out the contradictions of 2025? See, it's a whole lot of people that's going to want to just move on. Now listen to this. Listen to this.
Since we played yesterday.
Joe White, Dallas Morning News. Just one clarification question. Trayvon says healthy. Jerry says not healthy. What do you guys, as a coaching staff, look at it as? Do you think it's healthy?
I think he's moving around well. I don't think that's the only issue. Again, like I said, he and I had a very detailed conversation.
Now he say he's moving around well. Thank you, D.A. Lee. This is why we got to call this out because of what D.A. Lee said. He said anybody coaching here is going to be a walking contradiction. Exactly. Until we put pressure on front office to get out the way and let these guys really cook, until you stop having Jerry step in and having these Trojan horses ass coaches like Kellen Moore and Matt Eberflus, these head coaches go look like walking contradictions. Exactly what D.A. Lee said. And some people go call my channel negative because I got the balls to tell the truth. And then you over here So, and see, let me see, because I keep receipts, y'all. Y'all know I keep receipts. You know these mofos forgot that they said he was consistent? Do you know these motherfuckers? You know they done already said last week that he was consistent? Let me show you, bro. I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to finish off what I was saying. I'm finna take some calls, y'all, but I want to get to this. Look at this, bro. DP Johnson, I'm with you on that Thompson, bro. I was thinking about that. I already know where you're going with that, DP. Any one of these groom coaches, I don't want them, bro. I'm being honest. I don't want none of the groom coaches. Anybody that Jerry and them raised up, I don't want them, bro. I don't want Witten. I don't want Thompson. I don't want Eberflus. Anybody who was groomed by Jerry and them, I don't want them, bro. I don't want them, bro. I want people who earned it. I want it like Clayton Adams, where your reputation was already around the league. Without Dallas. These homegrown guys like Kellen Moore, Matt Eberflus, these dudes that you can look back and say that they was groomed. Hell no. People forgot that. Like, let's see. What's the date on this? Can y'all check the date on this? It says December 11th. Okay. December 11th. This is what Matt Eberflus said. Cowboys DC Matt Eberflus said Trayvon Diggs did a nice job yesterday and continues to be more consistent. And then people, but boss Brian Schottenheimer, he's trying to get consistency out of him. So hold on. So I'm listening to Brian, and Brian said he had a great week. He had a good week. I'm listening to Matt Eberflus. They saying he more consistent. I'm listening to Brian. They say he moving around okay. Jerry over here saying that we did what we did because of his knee. But yet we got people in here that are point and say Diggs don't want to be here. And we'll make every excuse. People, they forgot their own damn story. See, and Joseph Hoyt for DLLS, he agreed with what I said. He liked it. I said, yeah, because he the one that reported it. I said the Cowboys forgot that last week they were calling Diggs consistent before calling him inconsistent this week. And they story not straight, but yet people go say Diggs wasn't bought into the culture. Or we wanted culture change. No, I don't want this. I don't want a culture to where they can say you moving around well. They can say you're consistent. They can say that they can't even name what you did. They can't even tell you what he doing. Dak over here like, hey man, listen, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. I was gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm just showing you right now. But y'all know me, bro. I'm gonna pull these receipts, bro. And once I pull the receipts, I'm gonna just go where the evidence is. Oh, boss, y'all been saying y'all want culture change. I don't want this. You want this? You want, okay. Let me ask you, do you really want this? Let me ask, do you really want to be on a team? Do you really want a culture where the Saturday, hold on real quick. Let me turn off the music and say this. I need maximum effect when I say this. Y'all really want a culture. I want y'all to tell me this too. You telling me y'all really want a culture? This Brian Schottenheimer culture. Y'all really want a culture where Y'all reported as coaches he was consistent. Y'all reported that he had a great week. Y'all reported that he had a good week. Y'all reported that he was moving around well. But the Saturday before it's time for him to play, you want the whole team learning through notification. Damn, the dude who had a great week was doing good this week, was in the game plan this week, is not playing, and we don't know why. Y'all want that? That's the culture you saying you want? For all you people who want to be like, this Brian is serious about that's the culture y'all saying y'all want? You want a culture to where these dudes got to go to battle on Sunday night, but Saturday they getting a notification that this guy who did well all week and was consistent all week ain't playing. And then you want a culture to where a guy can ask about Carson versus Diggs, and then the answer is, we're comparing? We're comparing? What are we doing? That's Bush League. We shouldn't be comparing players. That's the culture y'all want. See, because if that's the culture you want, they go give you that bullshit, and you going to have a repeat of 2025. So it would be better that you be like me and call it out now and let them know that it's unacceptable. It's just like any one of us dealing with anybody of the opposite sex. If you let them get away with it, bruh, if you let them treat you any kind of way, they go keep handling you. That's the art of attraction, homeboy. That's how it works. If you let them handle you, they gonna handle you, bro. What's happening is we as fans are getting handled. And some of us are acting like simps. Some of us are standing up like, nah, Jerry, this is unacceptable. Brian Schottenheimer, this is unacceptable. This is not the competition culture that you sold us. You can't tell me, and I'm not going to let you tell me that he was moving around well, that he was consistent all week, that he had good week, and that he was great. But it was something inconsistent, but we won't tell nobody. Y'all can accept that. I won't. So listen, I'm going to show more on that tomorrow. I'm going to likely do a video on that. And I'm going to dig into all the evidence like I always do. You know, everybody can't rock with my channel, though. I get that because, see, I know the culture of a majority of Cowboy Nation. A majority of Cowboy Nation can't handle this level of honesty.
You can't handle the truth.
They want to feel, see, it's easier for some people to just blame Diggs, blame Micah, blame anybody, right? Because some of us just don't want to deal with the reality, right? Or don't want to call out the reality. So it just makes us feel better, bro. It makes us feel better that instead of listening to a channel like this that'll say, nah, that's unacceptable, I'm not gonna let y'all tell me anything. I'm not gonna let you, Jerry, go up there and say it was the knee, and then they ask Brian Schottenheimer, he say, no, he was moving around fine. He was moving around fine. It was no problem. Then you ask Jerry is literally over here like,
okay, did anybody else, did everybody hear that?
What'd you say?
Paradise. Period.
Okay. You guys don't look right.
Diggs isn't healthy enough to be out there for us.
What'd you say?
Paradise. Period.
Okay.
Okay, did anybody else, did everybody hear that? I said he's not healthy enough for us.
Yeah, this the culture y'all want? You want the culture where the owner stands up there and say he wasn't healthy enough, and then the head coach say, no, he was moving around well. That's the culture? Yeah, so let's just blame Diggs. All right, I'm going to let y'all do that. I'm not going to put my head in the sand to be a Cowboy fan. I'm not going to be over here like, no, fuck your culture. I don't give a damn about no culture. This is the last thing I'm going to say before I get on the phone. Anybody that knows the history of Dallas knows that you're one of these head coaches is where they get the most rope. That's where they get the most rope, man. Year one is where they get the most rope. And this is what I'm gonna say. The Cowboy coaches have gotten a great amount of rope, and they have basically put themselves in a position to where Jerry and them is likely to go take back over next year. Mike McCarthy got the rope of Mike Nolan. He had the rope of Mike Nolan. And then after that, over the years, Jerry and them started to insert more and more control. And that's what you likely getting ready to see. See, this year, they let them coaches pretty much dictate a lot. And I'm gonna be honest, them coaches did a lot of fumbling. And they did a lot of fumbling. Because it was those coaches that was in there snitching on Diggs. That's what Steven said. Steven said it's the coaches that go up there and say, he had a good week, but So when it don't play out, Jerry and them gonna be like, nah, we trusted y'all last year. You doing it my way this year. Yep. So I want a real culture. I don't want a culture of talking. And that's what we are right now. It's a culture of talking good. It's a culture of, it sounds good, but your follow through is not what it is.
Pollen paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Pollen paper got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Let's go! All right, we got these phones popping. But before we get on these phones, I want to say this, man. Going back to that Murray thing, and then I'm gonna jump on these phones. I want to finish my Murray thought, and then we taking these calls. We gotta watch this mob shit, bro. So, like all this, he needs to be investigated. And then this one of the worst ones, because this was at Okoye. He said, there's no way to defend Kenny Murray. It's impossible. What he puts on tape this year, he will never be employed again. It's every week. These are things no coordinator will put up with. You took a very dumb stance in the beginning of the year to grit your little YouTube channel. And he talking about Okoye. Opposing popular opinion, and now you look the biggest fucking idiot. See, that's why I ain't gonna let y'all, man, be on this bullshit trying to label Okoye and me. See, then they start slandering your name and lying on you for your YouTube channel. And see, this is the thing, bro. This is the thing that's the worst thing about this type of stuff is when me and Okoye go against the mob, it's no reward for that. You don't grow faster because you go against the crowd, you dumbasses. You grow slower when you grow against the crowd. But see, you see how these people want to pressure us to align ourselves to they wrong ass. And this is the worst part about any one of these people. None of these people will ever sit down with Okoye and talk film with him. None of these same people that would call me contrary or Okoye contrary would never have the balls to actually go through a full film review with him. They go do this old weak ass shit. They go show some old 3 clips to make a case. Now Okoye will sit down and I will sit down for hours and go through clip after clip after clip to make our case that the mob is wrong. But then they try to call us out. Yeah. And then the truth came out. This is the worst part. Then the truth came out that Murray missing that gap had nothing to do with him. Now watch all these same people who was super fast to show that one clip Watch how quiet and slow they are to be honest and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, it's come out that actually that was on Clark. Because Clark was more so focused on beating up the guard in front of him instead of beating him up and getting off the block to make the tackle. That gap was on Clark. He blew up the man but forgot to make the tackle. And so now it's coming out. And me and Philip Tanner talked about it. Yeah. So, yeah, me and Philip Tanner talked about it. Philip called it out. He was like, Lord, I'm not a fan of 59, but whatever gap he chose, the same result would have happened. It's the play call. He was definitely put in a bad situation. And I said, Cowboy fans are not going to listen. Nope. Even with the evidence, that mark of the beast is on Murray now. It's what it is. Once any player is under the angry mob of the Dallas Cowboys, it's over. Doesn't matter how good you are. And you know what else? It don't matter what the evidence is. And until we get that cancer mob mentality out of Dallas, we gonna have some corrupted ass voices. So let me take some calls now. Thank y'all for holding on for me, man. I needed to kind of finish my thought on that. I appreciate my boy AJ and DP Johnson. So let's get to it. AJ, you live.
Hey, boss, you sure you want to start off with me? Because you might not be able to monetize this.
No, man. Have some discipline, bro. Don't be cussing.
Man, you right. Man, I just want to say this, man. Foot's AOC and Foot's buddy, the Caucasian brother, y'all were all wrong on Diggs. Y'all were all wrong on Diggs. You can't tell me with a bone-on-bone injury that Diggs isn't better than Carson.
Yeah.
Like you said. Diggs is better than Reddy, like you said.
Yeah.
Diggs is better than Nealon, like you... No, not Nealon, apologize. Rebel, like you said. And he's better than Bland. He's your best corner. You just said he had a great week in practice. You open his window up. He doesn't play. When we needed him both games. But you have a whole show where you're spending 16 minutes trying to say, oh, I was right about Diggs on a post-game interview. Diggs didn't play. What you speaking on Diggs for? Like you said, boss, somebody like him wants to prove they're right. You were wrong.
That's what it is. He trying to be right, bro.
That's just what it is.
That's all that shit is. I saw Foot's dude, and the one that I thought was some bullshit was the one that he took a victory lap when they put him on IR. I like, bro, are you seriously like talking about eventually you're gonna be right? No, you ain't right, bro. This shit ain't got nothing.
He started all that shit about, I want to say it was week 3 or week 2 when I say when Diggs got bitched and he was away from like the huddle a little bit. He started that bullshit little turmoil. Oh, man, I'm tired of Diggs, and I'm tired of his energy. Bro, what?
The conference has been locked.
I love and go make that jazz music because your opinion's been bad for the past 2 years. That's just what it is.
I would say 1 year, not 2. I think he did a good job 2 years ago. Foots killed it to me.
The conference has been
and
unlocked.
I told him straight up. I went straight up to him. He did good 2 years ago. Shit. No, Foots was on it. But this last year, bro, I'm like, bro, just stop talking, bro. For real.
Your shooting percentage has been bad, brother. Now, mind you, Eberflus, and tell me if I'm wrong, boss. Would we say Naylor is the 5th option on that Minnesota team? And let's count them down. We say Jefferson is the 1. We say Addison is the 2. We say Hawkinson is the 3. We could go either way with Aaron Jones and the other running back for the fourth option. And then you have Naylor. That's 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
That's 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. Our corners got beat by the number 3, y'all. Or number 4, to your point, AJ. I see what you said. Our corners got beat by the number 4, but we over here hating on Diggs. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, bro.
Man, you got paid $92 million.
Yeah.
You look like shit.
Yeah.
Rob
The conference has been locked.
face. $92 million, bro.
Yeah.
This has to change. If it's any reason to fire Eberflus, like you said,
Hey, you got low all of a sudden. AJ, did you do something different with your phone?
No, can you hear me now?
Okay, you sound better.
I sound better?
Yeah, you sound better. Okay.
Yeah, you've. If it's any reason to fire Eberflus, it's this game.
Yep.
This season. It's this game.
Yep.
If it's any reason to fire us, it's okay. This game. Honestly, if they had a better quarterback toss, they would have beat us by like 14-21.
Yeah.
It's the God truth.
Yeah. True. No, that's true.
But you still came out of here and made the worst quarterback statistically in the league look like a top 10 quarterback. Are you shit? With his fourth option at receiver, you gotta go. You gotta go. You wasted one of Dak's greatest years. Now I expect us to win out, and I expect us to fire Eberflus. And I'm out, boss. Cowboy DC for life.
DC for life. And see, I want to say this, man. You know, to me, it's not about if, you know, AOC, Diggs, and all the people he named are wrong. It's about how you go about it, right? It's like, I don't like to see the inconsistency, bro. Don't be pushing Sanborn. Then when he playing like ass, you quiet. And then, cause you know, everybody can see when you nitpicking people, bro. That's the same thing front office doing to Diggs, where you're vague. You have this one standard for this corner. You know, Revel, Revel been losing. You know what I'm saying? But your energy way different. Yeah, you can't do that, bro. Everybody listen and see, you know, I ain't got nothing against nobody. But it's like, if you a voice in the community, bro, and you say you for winning, I need to see that. I need to see your content reflect that you know how to put your ego aside. And I don't see that with some of these cats. Like, for real. Because y'all heard me say today, I got it wrong on Matt Eberflus. Y'all heard me say that. You know what I'm saying? I have to admit. Yeah. You know? And so, like, you know, even now, Foots is admitting that he was wrong on Booker. That's okay, because we go all get it wrong sometimes. That's okay. It's not about being wrong. It's about, bro, you obviously you trying to be right, bro. And cats know when we see that shit. And we don't like that shit because you putting yourself over the Cowboys, bro. You trying to put yourself in appearing to be right on Diggs over what's best for this team. And we need all the best and biggest voices smart enough to know that Diggs is not what he was, but Diggs was an upgrade to most of the other guys that was on that field. But if we put all our energy on going at him, we gave cover to this dumbass decision that we just saw, where we saw all them corners get beat bad the last 2 games. So, and this offseason, I'm going to be a whole lot more louder calling that shit out. I ain't going to let it slide this year at all. No, I ain't going to let this shit slide, especially because AOC and Foots brought my name up. So it's for a game now. When they brought up my name with, they brought my name up with Keenan Allen, saying he washed, and was bullshitting on that. It's like, bro, where y'all film breakdown on that? They had none. Then it was some old bullshit. I watched Keenan. Nah, bro, you trying to be right, bro. And that type of ego, that's bad. No, that's bad. That hurts the squad. We need you to be straight up, bro. If you didn't do the work, just say you didn't do the work. If you disagree with my tape, I guarantee none of them would ever sit down with me and say, let's go through the film. Let's go through the film on Keenan. Let's go through the film on Booker. If you saying Booker ain't that guy, let's go through the film. See, none of them do that. See, anybody that's not willing to be cross-examined publicly on their takes, I don't trust them. I don't trust Marcus Marshall, because Marcus Marshall got a lot to say about running backs, but he does not sit down. If I say, hey man, come on, let's talk about it. Like, come on. I know y'all got some things to say about Zeke. Fine. Okay, let's bring it to the film. Let's bring the evidence. See, that's how you can know it's a whole lot of people in this space. It's about them, bro. It's not about this team, bro. It's not. I don't care how many shirts, I don't care what's decorated in the background. I don't care about none of that. I care about what I see from y'all. And what I see from some of y'all is y'all not putting y'all team first. Y'all putting y'all opinions first and trying to be right first. I ain't letting that shit make it. Nope. Because this is more than just my team. This is my city, dog. How would you do with your home field? How would you do if this was your home? How would you feel? Do you know how good it felt Sunday when they kept showing all the areas of Dallas and I knew where everything was? See, when they was showcasing Sunday night and they kept showing, they was showing Fort Worth, they was showing areas of Dallas, and I knew every one of them spots. Hung out at every one of them spots. This is my city, bro. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I ain't gonna let no outsiders, especially if you're an outsider. If you're an outsider, if you ain't from my city, you better be solid. You better be on point. Cause then I'm gonna look at it like, bro, I don't think you love Dallas like me. I think you like Dallas. I think this is the team you support, but you don't love Dallas like me. This is deeper. This is where my kids grow up, homeboy. This is totally different than some of y'all. Totally different. This is my hood. This is where I'm born and raised. For real. Shit. And I already said, I told everybody once we hit 2026, I'm calling names now, bro. Yeah, because Cass was willing to call my name. Shit. So, yeah, going forward, yeah, I'm calling all kind of names. When Cass ain't moving right. DP, you live.
What's good with you, boss?
What's up?
What's them defense coaches that flew brought over from Chicago?
Yeah, that was Andrew Curtis and
Safety coach.
David Overstreet.
Yeah, both of them two dudes. They didn't throw them in the trunk and push the car over the cliff.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Do y'all not remember just 2-3 years ago he was arguing about how he had a secondary in the league?
Yep, I do.
And this is proof positive that coaching really fucking matters.
Yep.
I need y'all to get that from y'all head first. Boss, do you remember back when Diggs was up for his contract? We was talking about we didn't know because of the fact that he didn't have the kind of relationship that some of our other top players had with the Jones family. And I called you and I said, boss, the difference is, yeah, CD swaggy as hell. But CD got media training. He can sit down and talk to them people in their tones. Diggs is hood all day long. They're not even trying to talk to that brother.
For real.
I told you, the first time he get hurt too much, the first time, it's not even going to be a conversation. Like, y'all got to understand, some of us know what it is to be a true victim of identity theft because I don't own my own identity. It's what you got in your head how you judge it.
Right.
And that's how they do Diggs, bro. Same way they did Dez, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't want to have a conversation with me. I love you. We can buddy around. I'm not going to have no real talk with you.
Right. Perfectly said. That's what it is, bro. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And, like, come on, man. They've been playing in our face all year. Cowboys Nation, please hear me. Preseason starting in August, regular season starting in September. September was 9 months from Diggs' injury. Do y'all not understand? If you go by the recommended timeline for his injury, Diggs wasn't due to be back until next training camp, and he played the first 6 weeks. And what did it take for him to play that first 6 weeks? That man spent $1 million out of his pocket, got fined another $500,000 because he didn't want to trust his rehab to a training group that got graded an F by the Players Association and by their own team.
A D by their own team.
And so that was his punishment.
Yep.
So that was his punishment. Jerry said, you embarrassed me, I'm fining you $500,000. I'm going to tell everybody that rookies ahead of you that when did Rebels start playing? He sat down before he started playing, didn't he? Come on, man. He's been playing in our face all year about this dude, bro. And definitely to the detriment of the team, because I'm sorry. He might not be your favorite player. You might not be your favorite personality on the team. But Diggs has been, and I've been saying this for the last 3 years, Diggs has been. He was consistent and best on this after his rookie year. And if you want to go pull numbers, go ahead and pull it. I'm going to show y'all season.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? How y'all can turn y'all back so fast is crazy, bro. Like, we are the what the homie Tuck say? It's so many zombies in Cowboys Nation, it don't make sense, bro. All it took was for y'all to find out that Jerry was mad at the dude, and y'all turned on him that fast.
Yeah, it's
this Cowboys media machine is a motherfucker.
We got to talk about this mob culture, bro. It's gonna take a while to really
horrible.
crack it, but we got a real true mob culture, bro, that can be manipulated too. That's the scary thing. Is this mob culture can be controlled. It can be controlled.
Cowboys Nation. There's nothing wrong with a mob culture centered on winning.
Right.
But when your mob culture is centered on personal tiffs and petty bullshit, that goes against winning. You're fighting amongst yourselves at that point. I can understand y'all fighting about Murray and going to the beginning of the season. One couldn't move, and the other was looking low too, but he needed to move. That was the argument. That let us math out. You just don't know what they're doing. We'll rather chance that. Ain't what we said?
Yeah.
But bro, I can't think another season where I'm watching Maris getting pulled up off the ball and outside of the tight end, like he finna hold him. But as soon as the ball snapped, he turned his back to the quarterback and run out to the flat right where the receiver just vacated. So he's just standing out there with nothing.
Yeah.
That shit is stupid, bro. It's 4th and 2, and we lying in our corner 7 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
You gift wrapping first down. Know what I mean? And then, like you said, they got on camera at multiple press conferences and promised us that they was going to follow Fluke's vision and they was going to get a line.
That's exactly what they said. Let me slow you down on that, bro. Hold on, DP, I got to slow you down on that because that's too big of a point to just.
Go ahead.
Now, what you said, bro, that went over a lot of people's head. What you just said on the fact that they said, and they said this at the Senior Bowl, that we're going to be aligned to Brian. We're going to understand what he wants, and we're going to go get it. And they didn't do it
at all. They fought him the whole way, bro. They fought him the whole way. It took till year 3 for Tony Pollard at 208, 210 to earn regular snaps on offense. Here it is. Brian tells you, like big backs, I want a physical scheme. You know my history. I want to run the ball. He's only running the ball 18 times a game. That's why Troy Aikman said this is not a Schottenheimer offense.
Right.
Izzy was a great signing, but we got him so late we ain't been able to get nothing out of him.
Right.
We need 2 power backs to run a Schottenheimer offense. Bare minimum. The Schottenheimers run 35 times a game, not 18. We're getting half his scheme.
Right.
I was a big fan of Marty Ball, bro. I'm bothered to my core because I feel like they played in our faces, got us so excited. Like this summer, I felt good. I was like, man, my team acting right. We doing good shit. But then they played in our faces and act like they didn't see that it wasn't working until the trade deadline. They make a couple trades. Yeah, stuff got better. So come on, we ain't gonna act like we ain't watch y'all playing our face all year, bro.
Yeah.
We just not. I can't allow for it. I'm with you. Brian Schottenheimer, salute to you, sir, because I'm be honest with you. Most coaches dealt the hand that you was dealt, we had like 4 wins. Especially with this defense. You know what I mean? But that being said, I'm gonna need you to reach between your legs and pull them boys on, or walk in your boss's office and let him know these motherfuckers got to go.
That's right. That's right.
That's your record they messing up.
That's your resume.
You're an offensive coach, but guess what? In the record books, that's your defense.
That's
I
right.
mean, your special team.
Yep. In the record books, it's gonna be under your name, homeboy. Yep.
Know what I mean? Yeah, you got top 5 offense, but you also got a bottom 5 defense.
Yep.
On your resume.
Yep. Bottom 3.
So you got a man up, sir.
You got a man up. Yep.
And guess what, Shotty, if you willing to fight, we're gonna be here to fight with you.
That's right. Some of us.
But if you gonna sit up and be a doormat, hell, we know how to get rid of a coach too.
Yeah. And the mob coming for him. The mob coming. He like.
Oh,
he gonna need allies. I still rock with Brian. I feel like Brian is in a bad situation to catch 22. I think D.A. Lee said it best, bro. Every coach, as long as Jerry is as influential as he is, they gonna be a walking contradiction. So we gotta still find a way to win despite Jerry and them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Brian got the skills though. Yeah. We just gotta get him better defensive coordinator. And then we need to me, try to push for what he said he need, like a RB1 duo. You know what I'm saying? Then just let him do him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I honestly believe, and I was saying it for weeks, like well before we signed it, when we was first arguing that we need a running back duo. 18 carries is not Schottenheimer offense. And he never felt comfortable giving anybody else more than 7.
That's right.
That's 25.
That's right.
That means we're still 10 carries short of the Schottenheimer offense.
Oh, DP.
Tony Pollard, it took him 2 years at 208 pounds to earn regular snaps. How are you trying to force a 185 pound and a 205 pound running back on the dude who's telling you, I like big back?
Can't say it no better.
That's completely contradictory.
Completely.
That is completely contradictory.
Completely.
You're trying to maybe run scat backs and I'm running a power back system. That don't work.
Nope.
That's like asking Tank to run toss sweep all day.
Right.
You might hit the corner 3-4 times, but the rest of you in backfield.
Yeah.
But you ask Tank to go up that A gap, that's 10 yards.
Right.
Tank can get you 10 up that A gap. He might get you 5 trying to run around the corner. So we send him up A gap. But when you send a guy up A gap, you got to have somebody to spell it. What Zeke tell you? After 300 carries, yeah, we make the playoff with that body hurting though.
Hold on real quick. Let me say one thing real quick, DP. I saw one of y'all say me and Law need to talk about Murray. Let me tell y'all something about Law. Me and Law sometimes see things different. But this is what I do know about Law. 1,000%. If Law see evidence that's outside of what he been saying, Law would change. That's the difference between Law and almost everybody else. Law can be wrong, but then he'll turn around and say, yeah, I tripped. And I do the same thing, bruh. Like, yeah, me and Law might see Murray just a little bit different, but I ain't got no problem with Law. Cause it's how Law is wrong or right when he's wrong or right. That's the biggest difference. Like, Law is not gonna just super double down into what's bad for the Cowboys, like some of these other content creators. He not gonna do that. I've been knowing Law for years. It's been times we've been on different sides and he was right. And I had to say, Law, you was right on that, bro. And he go do the same thing. I guarantee you this. If Law was going at Murray, when he get evidence of the opposite, he'll say, you know what? I was too fast on that. He will. For real, bro. I know Law, bro. For real. It's because that's why I got to keep saying it's not about wrong or right, because we go all get it wrong or right. It's not about that. It's about when evidence comes out that your opinion is wrong, do you have the humility to own it, or do you double down and try to force your opinion to be right? So I just wanted to say that, because y'all go see all of us. Me and DP Johnson on the phone sometimes see some things different. Most of the things we see the same. Every now and then we see some things different. You feel me? But we both man enough to challenge each other. We both man enough to go at each other, and it ain't gonna be personal. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, bro, we gonna have to fight this out, bro. Until I see it like you, or you see it like me.
And at the end, one of us gonna laugh, the other one gonna say, "You right."
That's right. That's it.
That's how you supposed to debate.
That's how you supposed to be, bro. So, yeah, man, good call though, DP, as usual, bro. Thank you for being a champion in the community, bro. You really are. You refreshing to always listen to.
Let me say one thing though, real quick, just to co-sign something that you said earlier in the show. Flores, you know what I mean, a lot of these attack style coaches, I definitely think that's what we need. We can't just be sitting up letting people do what they want to.
Right.
I ain't never liked a defense like that. Let me go attack you, dude, coach. Why sit back and wait for him to punch me? I want to punch first.
Thank you. We gonna get better, DP. Honestly, DP, I feel like Jerry was scrambling. He got Shoddy right. He got Matt Eberflus wrong. I think we gonna get better now.
I'll be honest with you. I think what happened is, honestly, Jerry sat out thinking, I'm gonna let this dude be the coach that everybody said he's let him be.
Yeah.
But he got in his feelings with Micah.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was in his feelings with Micah. Flus was allowed to get in his feelings with Trey. And shit been downhill ever since.
Yeah. Facts. Good call, my brother.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you.
All right, man. That's one of the greatest in the space right there. Tyreek.
Hey, what's going on, Boss Cowboy? What's going on, Cowboy Nation?
What's up, man? You know what I like about you, Tyreek, bro? You always greet Cowboy Nation, bro. You always greet the nation, now. You don't never call into nobody's show and just say, what's up, and start talking. You say, what's up, boss, or whoever you call in on, and then you go say, what's up, Cowboy Nation, man. You real fam, bro. You real fam. What's up?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it one way with everybody, man.
You do.
But,
you consistent.
Hey, man. When the nation hurts, I hurt too. You know what I mean? It's just like we all in this together, man. You know, we want the best for this team and this organization. You know what I mean? But we got people that's over the overhead people. They harder than in football. You can see it, man. It's like every time they go on the Cowboy Stadium, it's about everything but football, man. It's like, God damn, you gonna forget the team that made you that team, you know what I mean? Made you that organization. Everything else more important than just focusing on the team, focusing on football. It's like you can see Jerry ain't got that hunger like that. It's just, you know, I can understand we dealing with an old man. You know what I mean? He don't did his job, you know, but it's the other people around him too that's not pushing him to, you know, be as great as he used to be to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Jerry is still Jerry. We all love Jerry. That's, you know, we all love Jerry, but we all, you know, he got too many hats on, man. You know, I don't really believe like we gonna, to me, huh?
Let me pause you for 1 second, bro.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me just pause you for 1 second. People saying they trying to get in on the phones. I lock the phones. Let me open up the phones because I'm cool with taking some more calls. Give me 1 second. Let me just open up the phones real quick. I ain't mean to cut you off, big dog. Give me 1 second. I just see people in the chat saying they trying to get in on these calls.
There are 2 participants in the conference.
Okay, so we already got people here.
Please announce yourself.
Okay. Give me 1 second, bro.
We good?
Yeah, just give me 1 more second.
All right.
Give me 1 more second.
The conference has been unlocked.
I have unlocked the phones, man. So if y'all want to come on in, come on. But go ahead, Tyreek.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, you know, I don't know. I don't think this team is going to turn around, man, as long as Jerry Jones still running it the way that he's running it.
Yeah.
And the way Steven is undercutting everything too behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I feel like it's a tug of war going on somewhere with the higher ups and the coaching staff, and then it's trickling down to the team. So all of it's rolling downhill, and it's like we see it. It's like we know we got certain good pieces on this team. We don't have a terrible team, but we got a team that can be a Super Bowl contending team if they make the right moves.
Right.
And at the same time too, if they just step back, you know what I'm saying? If the Joneses is okay, we're gonna let y'all get the people that y'all need up in here. We're not gonna meddle. You know, we're not gonna tell everything we're gonna do. What y'all got for y'all game plan on national TV, doing dumb shit. Like, yo, man.
For real.
Yo, I swear, I be like, they should just have somebody standing next to Jerry, you know, and every time he about to say something, you know,
smack him,
poke him with a little pin or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, it's like something, man, because you be giving the sauce away every damn time, and that shit always come back to bite us some way. If he ain't doing it on the radio, he's doing it on national TV.
The conference has been locked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then once he started saying dumb shit, other people started coming out saying dumb shit. Like that shit with Dak. Coming out saying dumb shit before the game. Shut up. Everybody need to be quiet. Don't say nothing. Let's just go out here and go punch these people in the mouth and then talk shit. You know what I mean? After we leave. Respectfully. You know?
Respectfully.
We don't do that. Yeah. It's all glitz and glamour now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like the team, the organization has lost its ruggedness about it. That's the one thing that's different between us, the Steelers, the Packers, all these different teams that we used to have to battle, man, or just straight up rivals. Our rivals don't got better than us, and we not trying to fight these dudes, man. You know, don't get me wrong. I like beating up on Philly, but we kind of got their number a little bit.
Yeah.
No matter how good their team is.
Yeah.
You know, but we kind of got their number like that.
Yeah, we do.
But it's like we'll win a big game. Yep. We'll go win a big game and just say, you know, we can beat everybody. And come out here and get smacked around like we didn't even do what we did
against Arizona.
That's what I don't. Oh my God, Arizona they don't have it, man. All I gotta say is this, man. Until they change their ways in Dallas, as far as the Cowboys, like the people that's running this team, nothing's gonna change. We're gonna keep going through the same old bullshit. And I hate to say it, I don't know if we're gonna keep going on by Jerry still alive, or things are gonna change when he's not here no more. I don't know. My whole thing is like, we gotta transition for us to really be in the mix, man. Kind of like these soft coaches that just go along to get along, whatever Jerry and them say, and then follow instructions about sabotaging people like Diggs. Mm-hmm. Diggs isn't the first person that ever got sabotaged in Dallas.
Amar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Amari.
Dez.
You know what I mean? Because they speaking up. Yeah, because they speak out.
Because they speak out.
And it's almost like everybody got to kiss the ring.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's why I can't stand.
The unforgivable sin in Dallas is not domestic violence. It's not drugs. It's not going to jail. It's not guns. It's speaking out. That's the unforgivable sin in Dallas.
Yep.
I
got one. Randy Gregory.
Yeah. Perfectly said. They was patient as hell with him. Yeah. They was patient as hell with him. Patient. But it's one thing they would never be patient about when you say, you know what? We might be better if we ran just a little bit more man. And every one of them that spoke out with excellent respect. Diggs was respectful when he spoke out and said he wanted more man. I'm talking about completely respectful. Amari, when he said that he wanted more targets, completely respectful. Dez, when he talked about the offense being maybe predictable and that we can figure it out, completely respectable. But every one of them dudes got ran out.
Yeah.
So
if you don't kiss the ring, you can't run up out of here, man.
Yeah,
That's why.
if you don't kiss
why you
the
think
ring-
people like. Why you think?
and that's a
why you
loser
think people
mentality
like that
too,
dude
bro.
RJ?
If you in an organization
is.
where you can't tell them when they wrong, you are in a loser mentality. Yeah, if you are in an organization where, hey, we going in the wrong direction, and I can't say, Tariq, we need to stop the bus, bro. We going in the wrong direction. If you turn around and slap me, I'm driving the wrong bus. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Tariq, bro, we
Yeah, I
going to
do,
Mexico,
man.
bro. We supposed to be going to Florida, bro. You going south. We supposed to be going. Is that west? No, it's east. We supposed to be going. We supposed to be going east. And you turn around. Shut up, boss. Like, dog, you slapped me and I was telling you right.
Yeah, but see, I can see the only thing that I can say that I understand about Jerry is that he don't put his time in. He got his skins on the wall. He wanna play in his playpen before he can't play in it no more. I got you on that.
I got you on that.
But my only thing I don't get him on is quit hyping us up, man. Quit selling us a dream, man. Like you got to sell us a dream every year. Like, oh, we going to the Super Bowl, bro. You ain't sniffed the goddamn the championship game, man. I don't know how long, bro. Like, quit trying to hype us up every year, and we know that you want some bullshit.
Yeah.
The real ones know. We can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
get in your feelings,
and then you
man.
turn on, yeah, man. Then you turn on the star players. Man, half the people that's talking all that shit about Diggs is not going to be happy till you see Diggs in the Eagle uniform or in the goddamn San Francisco uniform kicking your ass. That's what I just don't understand about us. It's like we eat our own. You know what I'm saying? Jerry and them started the crap. We finishing it as fans. We eat our own instead of supporting our people, whether, you know what I'm saying, they, you know what I mean, long as they ain't going out here doing no off the wall shit and hurting other people. But if they speak out against the damn defensive coordinator or against the organization, why is we throwing these dudes all the way under the bus like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody you should be able to voice your opinion. It's an opinion. And 9 times out of 10, Diggs was not wrong for saying that we need to run a little bit more man because we got man corners.
He was right. He's been proven right. Now they got the data on Bland, and the data clearly says Bland is playing much better when you man him up. And see, Bland has always been like that too. Bland has been that guy that give up plays but make plays. You feel me? And he can make the plays if you put him in a position to make the plays. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, but let me take this last call, man. It's getting late. Hold on, what happened to my... What happened? I had somebody in the queue. It's gone. Oh no, they still there.
There are 3 participants in the conference.
And a playoff contender, man. Because what I seen, bruh, we got a long way to go. But I don't want to take up all the time because I know somebody else probably want to get up in here. So
all right, big dog.
Out of here.
Good call, Tariq. Good call. That was OG Tariq. Yeah, so let me take this last call. 318. Is this King?
Yo, boss.
You was trying to get in, King. Was that you? Is this King?
Yo, boss.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Boss, baby.
Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Hey, can you hear me now? It was my fault. I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am, boss.
All right, that was my fault. I was muted. Is this King?
Man, you good, boss, man.
Is this King?
Yeah, this King.
All right, because I saw you saying you was trying to get in. Let me lock you in now so that going forward, when you call in, I have you locked. I got you locked in as King. What's up?
Cool, man. First off, boss, I gotta owe you an apology. This has been a call I've been having to make for a long time, a couple of months now.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of months ago, I had messaged you on X, Twitter, whatever else, and I asked you for a couple of food spots, and you gave me a couple of food spots. I went to the Hood Burger place, and it changed my life. Like you said, I wanted to make sure I gave you credit for it on your show. So you know you can hook me up right.
Man, hey, I know the hood spots in Dallas, bro, and I'm not gonna lead you wrong, bro. I got many more. So if you need Yeah, I got
You ain't me.
Say, I got a lot of. I'm talking about whatever you want too, bro. I can hook you up on whatever you want.
I'm gonna hit
The
you
drink
back.
spots,
I'm gonna
whatever.
hit you back.
For
I'm
real.
definitely gonna hit you back. My family enjoyed it, man. That we
I
went to the
remember that,
chicken,
bro.
the
You hit
chicken
me up
fingers
and you was
spot,
like,
everything.
what's the best place to? And you asked for barbecue, burger, and fish. I gave you all of it.
Right. And we went to every last one of them in a 3-day span. Like,
Yeah. So which one was your favorite? The
Appreciate
burger
it.
spot. The burger spot. Cause that's what you really wanted, bro. I remember that, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the burger spot. I
Man.
told him surprise me, give me whatever surprise me. He gave me this big juicy burger. I swear.
That
by
burger big and juicy,
I
ain't
ain't
it,
had a
bro?
burger that
How
big.
that burger that big with that juicy, bro?
I ain't had a burger that big. Man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I went into a food coma. I ain't never been in a food coma like that before.
I
But
got
went
you,
food
bro.
coma. I'm going back too. But
I
I
got you,
definitely
bro.
want to appreciate it.
No, I
but
got you.
I'm gonna go,
I remember that call. I remember we
I
talked
want
about
to run
that.
through.
All right.
I thank you. But
Shout out to
so
you and your
here's
family,
something
man. I'm glad I was
here.
able
And
to help
I
y'all.
don't know if you cover. Yes, thank you. But here's something I don't know if you covered this, and you can direct me if you did, and I'll go back and I'll go listen and see what you had to say about it.
Okay.
But I kind of felt that this Trayvon was turning over, of course, since last year. Because if we just look at how they treat Bland coming off 2 foot injuries and Trayvon Diggs when he comes off an ACL injury or this knee graft, it seemed like to me Bland got hurt in training camp and they gave him a full ramp up for almost 2 weeks. Last year they had Bland, he went out for what was supposed to be a couple of weeks and they gave him almost another 3 weeks to get himself right. Bland got back, and as soon as he was cleared to play, they had him on the field the very next week. I mean, the very same week, practically. He didn't even get a full wrap-up player. He didn't even practice with the team for a week. And then we watch him play for a couple of weeks. He gets the other knee, all the other situation that goes on, and he got to go back. And now they want to say, oh, we hold him back because he ain't healthy. Why they didn't do it before? In the same spot, it's almost like they wanted to use his name for his jersey sales in the city, just to get him back out there. But now that he's not valuable for them anymore, they ready to let him go in this standpoint, and they ready to drag his name through the mud to do something. And it's kind of sad to say, but that's where we at. I don't know if you covered the Bland treatment with this. And even the Savon Rebel one, I'm glad his father had came out and said that he said today he wasn't ready for weeks ahead of time. But the fact that this reminds me so much of Byron Jones when he was in Miami talking about all the shots and stuff he did in Dallas is crazy. I wonder how much Diggs is going to pay for this in the end.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I put it like this, King. This whole Diggs situation is a situation where I almost wish I would have cut him. I'd rather had y'all cut him than to do it how y'all did it. Just being all the way straight up with you. It's like, cause it's. I'm just trying to imagine, as a former player myself, I'm trying to imagine. And I've also been through this. None of us want to get worse on purpose when we're trying to win as a player. To watch Diggs have a good week, a consistent week, move around well, right? And then Saturday they say, but that wasn't good enough. That, to me, that's the type of stuff that'll break your team. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if he wasn't good enough after a great week and a good week and a consistent week, then they don't really care about how you play. Despite how they talk, all this competition shit and culture, it's y'all don't care how we play, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all don't care, bro. Like, you showed you don't care. And then Shotty and Jerry on totally different pages. Jerry over here talking about it was his knee. And then Shotty over here like, nah, bro, he was moving around well. And then Shotty like, I had a talk with him and I told him what, but you can't tell nobody else. None of us know what the what is. Well, then what's the reason? I told him because this whole thing is starting to make Shotty look empty. He's making his words look empty, bro. And once your team start being like, you full of shit, you lose them. Right. So, and somebody need to say something now.
Relationship building that you do on. Because that's the thing I gave Shotty most credit for is his relationship building and everything else. But all that can come crumbling down if you just let Jerry undermine everything that you're doing just to protect Eberflus in this situation. And another, it's so weird to sit here and just say that Jerry, let's be honest, Jerry knows what he could do to win if he wanted to. Jerry may be a senile old man at times, but Jerry is not stupid. And we all know he ain't stupid because of the system that he has built consistently. Jerry knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I love the clip that you keep bringing back talking about Bill Walsh and what Bill Walsh said to him. Jerry knows his mistakes. He knows what he's done wrong. He knows what he continued to do wrong. But just like he said, he want to make this thing a soap opera 24/7, 365 days a year. That's more important to him. And he's going to make sure we all know that every day that we are Cowboy fans.
Yep.
Well, that he's live, but he's going to outlive most of us.
That's right.
So, Diggs was right. You drafted a press man corner out the draft. If you was going to have to make that change anyway, even if you were planning on bringing him, even Carson is better as all, but he's a bump and run corner in the same way. He don't have a long speed, but he's the same thing. So, either way it goes, you didn't have the horses to get here. And just because you're best of the runs, I would say, because they all have big warts too, he come out and say, hey, that would get us in the game if we do what we're good at. And then try to focus in on this. It proves this point. Even these last two games, we start off blitzing, man, being a little muddy. And we make plays. Then we go into the soft zone, and everybody just put up big numbers. It is very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
That's exactly what happened too, bro. I'm talking about. You said exactly what happens, bro. We put pressure on him on the first quarter. It's working, and then all of a sudden he go into that safe zone, static look, and then all of a sudden, average quarterbacks and bad quarterbacks had a career day. I swear to God, that's what happened.
Boss, I kid you not. You had said static. You said it's static, and I started replaying in my head the past couple games. I said I'm gonna just watch this game, and I'm gonna just watch the defensive backs, and I'm gonna see how much they move. And I'm going to just listen to Boss on this one.
Yeah.
I watched those first two drives. I was like, good job.
Me too.
I watched those second drives. I was like, I looked down at my notes. I said, Boss said 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's happening. He ain't moving. They standing where it's at. Murray ran the wrong way. I'm like, well, we back to Eberflus style defense.
We call it Eberzone.
We call it Eberzone.
It's called Eberzone, bro. That's what we call it. Like, he goes back into Eberzone, bro. Yep. Yeah.
I know. Like I said, when it's that serious, it's that noticeable that I can sit on the couch.
Yep.
As
you can see it on the couch,
fan
bro.
that's learning to watch film the past 3 years.
Yep. You can literally see it from the couch.
I've been watching you watch flips. And it's ridiculous. I don't even need to see the safeties. I just need to see the middle linebackers in the corners.
Yep.
That's all I need to see.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me everything about the defense.
That'll tell you everything they do.
I'm not somebody that dedicated my life to football.
Ain't that something? That something? King. Yeah, we gonna do better though. I do feel that we're gonna do better. I think we needed. I think we needed. Yeah, I just think we needed what happened. so he can go and get up out of here. I'd rather have 1 year of Eberflus than 2. So I'm cool with it. Good call, King.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Last question. You can get to this later.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
really want your point on Nate Thomas when you get a chance. Anytime, let me know how you felt about Nate Thomas this last.
I'm gonna look at that.
I feel like you'll be very fair.
I'm gonna be fair. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look at Nate.
Yeah, I know you'll be fair.
Yeah, I tell you what.
All right.
From the television, I like what I saw, but I'll take a closer look. Good call, King. All right, y'all. So listen. Yeah, and I heard what happened with the concussion. My boy say Zay Tovin. Yeah, I heard what happened with the concussion. And I've heard the rumors, about what happened, and I still don't care, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care what happened with the concussion. I don't care. I just really wish we could be. In some ways, I do feel like we could be like Philly. See, Philly care about winning so much that they put up with AJ Brown because they just know one thing: he makes us better. They ain't talking about that culture shit over there in Philly. They ain't talking about that. AJ is hurting the culture. And he clearly is a sour ass dude. But do you see they fans over there? Like some of them, some of them over there don't like what AJ doing. Some of them can't stand it. But the football organization, like, yeah, he a headache, but he makes us better, so we go live with the headache. Because football is actually first. Can I say that again? Yeah, AJ's a headache, but we over here like, you have to be a saint in a locker room because the culture is so important. The whole time we crying about culture, our corners getting their ass bombed. All the right type of guys getting their ass lit up. And we over here talking about is Diggs' fault for a bad culture. And if we could, they go play better because it's corporate America, man. It really is. It's a lot of people that got opinions on this that has never been in no type of organized anything. Not cheerleading, not volleyball, not basketball. But they got a lot of opinions on culture, and they've never laced them up. They never been in a locker room of no sort. Not the cheerleading locker room, none of it. Yeah, and that's what my boy Burr said. Let me get this super chat too. I missed the super chat from Dwayne Morris. He said they would have cut Diggs, but don't want the risk of having them look bad if he played well. I agree with that. Because we got a history of doing that type of stuff. That's why, in my opinion, all of a sudden, Dez Bryant had this phantom COVID. Remember when we was finna play the Ravens and then all of a sudden he got positive? Boy, they would go to the ends of the earth for their egos. Yeah, I did hear the rumors on the concussion. I ain't gonna talk about it, but I heard the rumors. It's stuff out there. And they go drop it to make Diggs look bad once it's all over. But see, this is what y'all gotta remember. They said out of their own mouth that it wasn't the concussion that hurt him, that put him on IR. So I don't give a damn of what happened. And this is the truth too. These players get into shit, bruh. These players fight coaches, all kind of stuff. It's so many. It happens, bro. One of my, bro. Listen, bro. The type of stuff that really go on in locker rooms, bro. But your organization got to keep one thing first. Even though this dude is a headache, does he make us better? Yeah. And you have to manage it. You don't think Charles Haley was a headache? You don't think Michael Irvin stabbing his own teammate in the barbershop, you don't think that was a headache? You don't think them having a whole house to do debauchery was a headache? And my boy Jack said some people are just assholes, and that's okay. I agree. That's perfectly said. Yeah, AJ Brown is an asshole. He is. This dude got a prop of a book to read on the sideline to show I'm so not involved. I might as well read a book over here. And they won a ring the exact same year he was doing that. But then our fans who ain't even sniffed the ring will say, the key to winning a ring is culture. It's like, bro, no. The key to winning a ring is better players, dog. That's the real key. So that's why I don't get caught up in the gossip shit as much. I don't get caught up in the he laid on the table. That Michael Parsons wasn't a leader. He came in, he was eating nachos. Look at Diggs. He's clapping his hands. Look how he's clapping his hands. He doesn't look interested. Man, y'all get that old soft ass. Go coach some little league shit, bro. That's so little league ass talk, bro. Look how he doesn't look it. Can somebody say how he's playing, bro? Please, instead of looking at shit that don't matter, please. But we not. So let me show y'all this real quick. Let me show y'all this real quick. Yeah. Boy, J. Jack Avelli, he say MJ punched Kurt in the face at practice. Bro, Kobe used to punch them dudes in the face too. And see, and they champions. They champions. Can you say that again, bro? MJ done punch Kurt in the face. But you listen to us. Hey, man, if he don't want to be here, I just think he don't want to be here. I just think Diggs not heart, his heart not here. But like, y'all, this is what y'all really talking about, bro? His heart. Is that what we really talking about? His heart, bro. Everybody say, but tell to say, boss, I coach Little League, relax. I don't mean it like that, bro. What I'm saying is take that soft ass mentality to Little Leagues where you dealing with kids. You dealing with kids when you talking like that. I need your attitude a certain kind of way. Shut up, bro, with that shit, bro. I don't care what your attitude like. My mama used to always say, with me, she used to always say, boy, you walk slow but play fast. In other words, your body language never looked like how you play. And she was right. I was the type of player that would get misread. Oh, boss, he's not interested. Shit, put him out there. See if boss know what he doing. See if boss gonna be exactly where he's supposed to be every time. Yeah, and Draymond Green. Yeah, it's too much evidence of champions that had locker rooms issues. Durant, yes, it's true. Durant, as he was getting the MVP for the finals, was literally beefing with Draymond Green. That's why I don't put a bunch of weight on locker room shit. The culture, the locker room. Like literally, we do have a lot of fans that literally believe that kumbaya, joining hands, and culture is go win it. No, them culture good guys was getting their ass bombed. All the good guys that you like, the Revels, the Carsons, you love them. They was getting their ass bombed, and they good guys. They good guys. Ain't none of them reading books on the sideline. Ain't none of that. So this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna have to get a Koye, bro. I'm gonna call him. He says number change. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him. But see, I ain't gonna let none of y'all slander him, bro. Not quietly, I ain't gonna let none of y'all slander my dog, bro. No. Cause I stand with people who willing to go against the wrong mob. And that has always been Okoye. Okoye has always been willing to go against the crowd. when the film says something different than the lying ass mob. And let me tell you something. It's so many times me and Okoye never talked and came to the exact same conclusion. Because we actually do work. We actually do film work. But I didn't talk to no goddamn Okoye about Mozzie. But because he did the same work I did, we had the same conclusion. Because he actually did the work. He was like, yeah, shit, I went and really take a look at Mozzie. It wasn't like, hey, everybody saying. I was like, no, it's not. So I'm going to tell you what they trying to do. They trying to sneak this. It's a new little sneak this campaign that's out there. I ain't going to let y'all get comfortable calling me and Okoye contrary content creators. That we do that. I ain't going to let y'all get comfortable with that. I'm not going to let y'all put that on our name in your silent groups or saying it out loud. I ain't going to let y'all do him like that. And y'all sure ain't going to do me like that. Nah. Because it's hard enough to go against the mob. Because whenever you go against the crowd, you risk growth. Like, look at my OG right here, bro. And listen, let me tell you, sometimes me and Okoye don't agree. And we go fight tooth and nail. We go fight tooth and nail because he don't kiss my ass, I don't kiss his ass. If I feel like Okoye wrong, I'm say, bro, I don't feel that, bro. I don't see it like that. I see it totally different, bro. And we'll go back and forth. Like, we'll put the hands up and we'll box. Like, all right, let's box then. And that's what we gonna do. Yeah. And look at the OG, bro. And you think I'm gonna let y'all slander him, bro? Everybody here with this whole mob ass content. The Cowboys need to fire whoever advocated for the acquisition of Kenneth Murray. And look at it, then he kept it real. And they gonna call this contrary, but he keeping it because he watched the film, and I did the same, dog. And I said, bro, I guarantee you, because I was looking at who was pushing against Murray. That's who I was looking at. I was like, it's them same dudes. It's the exact same people who was saying Zeke wash. It's the exact same people that was saying this is some old clickbait ass shit. They the ones who actually being contrary. They being contrary to their own team. That's what's happening. That's what's really happening. And the people that's like, it ain't like what y'all saying. It ain't like what y'all saying. Now y'all want to try to call us out. Look what the OG said. He said, what'd he do now? Oh, my bad. He gave up the 58-yard bomb. He gave up 26-yard bomb. He have a 20-yard. And see, this is exactly what I said, bro. This is exactly what I said. We spent all last week talking about this fake ass competition between Murray and Logan. Like Logan was gonna go in there and just cause this defense to turn alive when it was neither that got bombed, bro. And people literally acting like when you put Logan in there, whoo, it's go fix it. And me and Okoye over here like, no, it's not. Because they was never the real problem. Yes, I can point to some plays to where Murray messed up. I can point to some plays to where Logan was out of position. I sure can. Or look like he was out of position. I sure can. But neither one of them was the major breakdown of the defense. It was them corners and them safeties. And yesterday, again, it was them corners. And look, Okoye keeping it real. He's saying, now, that was Bland, Carson, and Revel. The name y'all got after the loss is somehow this must be on Murray. Exactly, bro. I see you advocating to fire no one who has went to bat for those three, nor have you mentioned it. LOL, I don't get it. Hell yeah, I don't get it either, bro. I see all these pitchforks. Murray. It's the mark of the beast, just like it was Zeke, just like it was Mozzie. And then they try, and then all these same people sneak this you. These are the same people who like Mozzie and Zeke. And none of them coward ass people will sit down with us and say, hey, let's go through the film. Let's go through the film. Let's see if you keep that same energy. Them same people, them exact same people. Zeke daddy said, I would give y'all $10,000 if you can show me by the film but that my son is washed. And nobody took him up on it. I guarantee you this. If I really felt that Zeke was washed and somebody said $10,000 to show it, I would say, bring your ass right now to my show. And we going through the film. I'm finna show you that your son is washed. Yeah. But you know why nobody did it? Because they couldn't do it. But then they try to treat you like you lying, like you crazy, like you a Zeke lover. Now, y'all feel safe with the mob and with the crowd. And we listen. So if I'm trying to get better, I have to also call us out. Stop being the type of people, not y'all, because the people that's on this channel, y'all ain't like that. It's more so people that's outside that's like that. They feel safe, just whatever the mob say, they just join it. And then they try to make you feel like you crazy. And I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy when I said I looked at the last 2 games on Murray. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't as bad as what y'all saying. Y'all capping. Y'all really are capping, bro. And then guess who was the only 2 people who put their work out in the public? Okoye and me. Now, all the same people, you know what they putting out that's hating on Murray right now? You know what they doing? They putting out a clip. They'll show that one play where it looked like he was out of position, or they'll show that play to where he was trying to get the running back to cut it up, so he was holding up with that offensive lineman. You know, they'll show that play, and they'll make a doctrine out of 3 plays. He's ass. Me and Okoye will literally sit there and go play by play by play by play by play by play by play. And then people will look at the evidence of us literally showing that, no, they lying. And they'll say, no, I'm still going to believe the lying mob. So listen, we can do better. We need to do better. We need to do better as voices. We need to do better as voices. We do. We need to do better as a voice. And I mean a community voice. So I promised y'all in 2026, I say this year, because see, for the first time, y'all really heard me calling out Foots. I'm going to do that a lot more to him and other people. I'm not going to let them do that Sanborn shit this year. I'm not going to let them be pushing Sanborn as Luke Kuechly. I'm not going to let them do that this year. I'm not going to let them slander my work and say Keenan Allen is washed. I'm calling everybody out on that type of bullshit this year. Because guess what? It catches up. I'm not gonna let them hype none of these dudes that don't deserve it. I'm not gonna let them dudes hype Blue because they trying to get subs and putting together these highlight clips. So the next time we draft a guy, they go just show all the fancy shit. They not gonna give a complete breakdown. I'm not gonna let I'm putting faces in everything. This dude is capping. I'm putting them on my thumbnail in 2026. This guy is capping. That's what Boss gonna be on in 2026. I warned y'all I was gonna do it. I said I'm gonna give y'all to 2025 to clean up the bullshit. I'm gonna give y'all, but we in 2026 now. So I'm gonna keep my promise on that, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all be out there on that old bullshit. Nah. Because our voice matters. So somebody got mad at me. G got mad at me. He got mad at me because I went in there and I wasn't letting him do all that exaggerating shit he was doing on Diggs. I wasn't gonna let him do that, bro. I ain't gonna let none of y'all do that. In there, man, I don't think it's hard here. And he got mad. All content creators, don't let them come in there. Y'all block them, block the content creators that come in here. Like, nah, be a man, homeboy. If you really a man about your opinion, say, oh, boss, take the call. Let's talk about it. Now, you ain't gonna do that. You know why? You want to control the narrative. You want to control the sheep. So what you go do is you go stay off of Twitter. You go stay off the places to where people will confront your lines. You go stay off them places. Now, see, you don't see G on Twitter no more. You don't see him. He stay away from it now. He go to a place to where he can say that gossipy ass content. That's what they do. Yeah, and he did that. If they let me be me, he was loud about that, but I will give him credit. On the spot, he did correct that. He did correct that. On the spot, he corrected if they let me be me. And he was never saying that. Diggs never said if they let me be me. He said if they let me. So now, listen, I'm not letting y'all tear down my team for your growth. I'm not letting y'all do that, bro. Nah, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable. I should. I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for y'all in 2026. I'm not gonna let y'all just sit up here and hype bullshit and be over here hyping Blue, and then we the ones gotta clean this shit up during the season. And y'all quiet quiet as hell. Hype blew to heaven. And I'm over here telling the truth. Me and Lou was telling the truth. Like, bro, yes, Blue, yes, he got some skills, but Blue don't block worth shit. And his ball protection is bad. We over here telling the truth, being treated like the liars. We telling the truth, getting treated like the liars. We over here telling the truth on Mozzie, getting treated like the liars. We telling the truth on Murray and getting treated like the liars. So, nah. And then the season over with. And guess what they ass doing? They ready to talk about the draft. Look at my draft list. Man, fuck your draft list, man. I don't give a damn about your draft list. The season ain't over with. And motherfuckers already posting who the fuck. Because that's all this shit be about now, man. It's like we get more excited about the offseason than the season. What the fuck is wrong with us? We be ready to quit during the season. Man, I just want us to lose so we can go into the draft season. What? Yeah, nah, Montana, you be right on them old. Listen, bro, it's hard to be wrong on Ohio State players. Yeah, you be right on them Ohio State because them boys be dogs. Listen, if you bet on the majority of them Ohio State players, you gonna be right, bro. You gonna be right. And if you bet on Ohio State for the last 7 years, 10 years, your team will be dope. It's a couple of people that was some bust in there. But shit, for the most part, Ohio State for the last probably 10 or 15 years, they probably make the best pros. All around pros. Oh, Ohio State. Over Bama. Easily. Yeah. Man, especially if you look at their corners and their receivers, man, they smoking everybody. And Montana, you a little bit biased on Ohio State, but that's okay. Shit. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So anyway, man, listen. Again, everybody ain't gonna be able to handle this channel. I'm not in here to be everybody's friend. I'm not in here to network with everybody. I'm not doing that. That's not my listen, I'm here to win, bro. And so because I'm here to win, I'm embracing confrontation, bro. And you go see more confrontation, especially if dudes is like real sloppy and whack on their shit and not humble. Oh no, bro. I ain't gonna let boys tear down my team, bro, to be right. I ain't gonna let these dudes be out here, you know, because it was a whole lot of capping on Booker, bro. That shit was whack, bro. Capping. It's like, yeah, because we was in the minority. And so we was in the minority. A lot of people was trying to make us look bad because they wanted a weapon. And me and Lou was standing on what was real. But like, bro, I ain't going with the mob on this. The mob is wrong, bro. We stood against the mob. Me and Lou sure did. Loud against the mob. Like, I don't give a damn about no Matthew Golden. Get the fuck out of here with that. No, bro. That's a reach. And we was right. We was right the whole time. Matthew Golden would have been a reach. And we was right the whole time. And the mob was wrong. It was the mob. Matthew Golden. Man, hell no, bro. The best player. And see, now everybody want to jump back on it. Oh, I was wrong on Booker. Yeah, you was wrong. Hell yeah, you was wrong. You was wrong as hell. Yeah, it's cool. And then you know what's the worst part? Booker ain't doing nothing different than he already was doing. Like it ain't like it's some new evidence out here. It was the same shit he was doing at Bama. But now all of a sudden people like, oh, I was wrong. Yeah, bro, you was wrong as fuck, bro. Positional value, all that was just no, bro. No. Yes, you do get guards at 12. Yes. Especially if they make your whole unit better. Especially considering what our division looks like with their trenches. So, anyway, man, I know I went off today. But I'm pissed, bro. You should be pissed, bro. Yeah, it should be a lot of people pissed that we wasted a Dak MVP-ish season. So if this doesn't make you even want to get even more dialed in, then maybe go check your star, bro. Go check your star, bro. I mean that. If us wasting this year, because listen, y'all, it was a waste, bro. Matt Eberflus and Jerry wasted it. Now, Jerry almost got it back, and Jerry did try to fix it during the trade deadline, so I'm not going to beat him up too bad. But at the same time, we got to stop and be honest if we go get better. We have to say honestly what the breakdown is in 2025. What is the real breakdown? And I'm not going to let y'all try to talk me into no bullshit culture. I'm not going to let y'all over Diggs try to sell me that Diggs moved well all week. They said was consistent. They said played great and played good, but then just be like, oh, okay, but you know, it makes sense. No, it don't make sense. And it has to make sense. It's your boy about Show Me, man. Bringing you another one. Y'all get ready for a gangster 2026, bro. I'm going to defend my city like never before in 2026. When I first met AOC said he was here to hold the content creators accountable. I didn't understand that at first. I was like, huh? Like, shit, nah, I don't see why you said that shit. For the most part, the content creators do a better job of keeping everybody else accountable. But now I'm going to take that mantle. And I'm going to really do it, though. I'm going to do it out of righteousness. I ain't going to do it for clout. I ain't going to do it because I'm trying to be number one in the space. I'm going to call out the bullshit because I'm trying to win, bro. And I can't let people with big voices be out there sloppy with big-ass voices. Out there pushing to get worse. Pushing literally over here like, man, I'm glad we ain't got Michael Parsons. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Yeah, man, his attitude, man. Yeah, because you never played, bro. Ain't nobody worried about no damn locker room like how y'all be talking about, bro. The most important thing is that can them dudes play? That's the last thing I'm going to say. Can these dudes play? So y'all, listen. Y'all stay on the lookout, man. It's your boy about Show Me, man. You know, I'm going to keep bringing this stuff all week. Another one. We likely real close to officially being in the off season, so that also means that I'm going into the black. I'm not gonna be listening to none of y'all opinions on your draft picks. I ain't doing none of that until I've done my own research. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go into the dark, I'm gonna research the hell out of not only draft picks but also free agents. You go get balanced content over here, because it's always off balance in the off season. You know why? Because most people talk and spend all their time on the draft like that's the only way to team build. See, that tells me some of y'all not serious. Just when I just watch how y'all do y'all content, the fact that y'all spend literally almost 99% of y'all time literally talking about only draft, that's because you trying to hype people, entertain people. But if you really trying to get this team to a level to win something, you should be having some content about free agents as well as draft. So I'm gonna be bringing both of those, because guess what? Free agency always comes way before the draft. And because I'm serious about winning, I'm gonna be looking under both hoods. College candidates as well as athletes that's pros that can help us now. I'm out, man.